Curiosity, citizen.
Hello, and welcome. Good afternoon. I am Tom Zort, and joined by Nomi Without You. How you doing, Nomi?
Good. How are you? Oh, wait, you just said you're doing good, but I'm doing good. I'm trying to survive the Texas heat.
That's why Central Air has existed.
Yes, but it's not doing the job, but I'm doing my best to keep cool.
I see Dawn's in here. Hey, Dawn. This is kind of an impromptu reaction to what was announced today at D23, especially on the park side of things. I know they have media coming up, I think, later, like movies and TV. But there were some interesting parks announcements. I'm going to focus on domestic parks. I think all the really good announcements happened for non-domestic parks. So it's kind of sad.
I bet.
I'm sorry you're having thunderstorms, Dawn. Huh. You might be getting a hurricane coming your way, apparently.
Well, send them my way, Don. I'll gladly accept those thunderstorms over here.
And I see Steel Leg of History's in here. How you doing, Robert? Hope you're well. Oh, nice T-bone. Nice. That's good.
Yum. That actually, man, I'm hungry now.
Yes, I agree with that statement. Thunderstorms are fun. Thunderstorms are fine. It's worse weather that's not fine. Like, that's the thing that can be annoying. Now, luckily, I actually found someone who is streaming D23 that isn't Disney, because Disney's not allowing you to rewind it.
Okay.
Oddly. That seems weird. But
they probably want more of that cheddar.
Yeah, so I have found a source that is basically streaming it themselves, and so I'm like, all right, you're 200 sub channel streaming this, and good for you. Get your watch hours, my friend. Mm-hmm. But so that way I was able to rewind and go over some of these announcements that have occurred. That some are like, okay, these aren't bad. Some are like, huh, and some are like, oh, that's actually pretty good. Yeah. So we got a little fair mix. There's nothing that was terrible so far that I've seen announced. Like, there's nothing that's like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
So that makes me happy. Like, there's not a bad one.
And that's always the best thing to do. Like, if everyone seems like they're happy versus like, what the heck are you doing? You're ruining everything. So I think we might be in a good run. Maybe Disney might kind of got the hint that they're not doing so hot and they're losing people.
Yeah, I mean, there were. I'll tease some of the announcements that I actually thought were really, like, one that I thought was really good is that they're finally getting rid of the Tron aesthetic for Test Track.
Okay.
And they're making it more like the original World of Motion attraction that the park opened with. So it's still going to be Test Track, like it's still going to be the car aesthetic, but they said they want to reimagine and bring in some of the original elements of the opening day attraction, which tells me like maybe they're going to have you going through different eras of Chevy cars and like having that car actually act like those. Like you're going to like start off in the 1911 first Chevrolet ever made. Mm-hmm. And then the car is going to feel like that or drive like that. I don't know, but that actually is very interesting. Some rumors that it's supposed to be like going through basically traveling as a family, like road trips. So sort of like showing generational road trips. I'm like, okay, that's cool. You're bringing in more normal things to Disney. Like, okay, you want to bring family back in? Okay, like I'm liking that, what I'm hearing. So that's one of the things that I definitely was like, okay, wait a minute, this sounds old Disney, not new Disney. And I'm like, that's good. Like, that was good. They're not changing anything really. They're like, all right, this doesn't work. Let's make it like what it should be.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I'm not sure what's going on there. And Chevy's has a big influence this time around on the redesign. Mm-hmm. So I think that's part of it. Like, I think I'm going to say this. I think sponsors coming back to the park, which I'm hearing is going to be a big thing going forward, is a good thing. Because that means they have more control over what's going on.
Yeah.
And we have a new subscriber. Thank you, Joaquin Hernandez. Hello.
Hola, Joaquin.
And hello, Nagnal. See you in here. And Doug209. Hello. So we'll get started. I have it's not exactly the beginning. I think it's the first announcement, which was for Haunted Mansion. But we're going to start off here and we'll go through. I'm not going to show you the whole thing. It's like 2 hours long, but we're going to go through the key moments and hear some of the stuff out. I like the influence. They put a lot of Muppets in this, and it's a little corny, but Disney's supposed to be campy and corny, so that's fine to me.
One of my favorite
What's up, Can Man?
The Haunted Mansion.
How you doing?
And one of its most legendary residents, the Hatbox
Dude needs to
Ghost.
get new veneers
I
and maybe wear a hat. I'm
was
not judging. Not judging.
Well, oh gosh, for the money that he's getting from Disney, he should invest in like implants.
Hey guys.
I'm also going to say for the
where have
money
you
they're
been?
investing, they
Just
could
missed
probably do
Dave.
more than one camera for this.
Dude, for real.
Who's Dave?
Yes.
You know what? Never mind, Uncle Deadly. It's always nice to see you.
Of course it is. Since you're here discussing the haunted mansion in front of all these people, Gonzo and I do have a question we have long pondered.
Well, we're on kind of a tight schedule. Okay. There are always exceptions.
Excellent. Our friend
I will say the Muppet Haunted Mansion thing on Disney Plus was pretty cool. It was a nice
Okay.
little cute thing. I'm just going to say that. That's why
the
Dudley's
Ghost
here.
Host says that there are 999 happy haunts, but room for 1,000. My question is as follows. Does the Hatbox Ghost finally round out the residential tally to 1,000?
You are extra spooky today, Deadly. I love it. Daniel, I think he's finished. You can answer.
Okay. Well, Uncle Deadly, actually, no, sorry.
No.
The Hatbox Ghost was one of the original 999 haunts, but left quickly after the mansion was discovered by us foolish mortals. For all these years, we've been wondering where he went.
Oh, did you check behind that giant stack of hat boxes in the attic?
Well, we didn't think of that, Gonzo, but we're just glad he's back and he's not waiting for any sympathetic vibrations to materialize either.
He's creepy.
He's showing up.
I think he's saying the guy talking is creepy, and I love that.
No, I was gonna say, like, did Gonzo just take a shot at him?
All right, I want to say this. I know everyone got all annoyed at the Muppet Babies Gonzo thing with the dress, but you notice that the Gonzo for the Muppets, like, I don't think there's any connection between those two things.
Yeah.
Because Gonzo hasn't changed. He's still going after chickens.
You
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
the only thing we can say is Gonzo's into some weird stuff, but like, he isn't
Wherever and whenever he wants. Because
Gonzo's
he's
still
not
Gonzo.
really a happy
Yeah.
haunt.
at least the adult
In
Gonzo.
fact, he's a very, very unhappy haunt.
No. An unhappy haunt. Yes.
Yeah.
Very clever, Mr. Joseph. Well, it seems we'll just have to keep looking for our happy 1,000 then, won't we? Any volunteers?
They don't use Dudley enough, man.
Yeah.
And he is such a good
I
Muppet.
guess
Sorry.
that answers that. Thank you, Daniel.
Yes, thank you.
Yes. Wow, Debbie, you are really good at that.
I know. You should hear
Hey.
my monorail spiel.
Thanks, guys. Hurry back.
Disney,
Well,
here's a
now-
hint. Just let the
now that
Muppets
you
do the
know
whole
a
thing
little
next
more
time
about our Hatbox Ghost,
and not
I'm
have any employees
fiendishly
do
excited
it.
Yeah,
to
go ahead
share
and pause
that
real
you
quick,
will
Tom,
see him
Yeah.
for the first time in late.
so we won't miss anything what he's gonna say. I want to go back on what you were saying of like maybe more cameras. I've seen better production at conferences and shows and TED Talks where there's several cameras and they're getting different angles. There's like an actual production team to lead this, and I'm annoyed with this one single camera zooming in, zooming out type of deal.
Yeah. I've seen better things from like Comic Cons. I've seen better things from like there should at least be 8 cameras. There should have been one set for that Muppets thing. Like they knew it was coming. They should have had that one. This does not seem to have any at all pre-done rehearsal.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like obviously the guy read his script. He's reading a script. He's going off script. Everyone on here is going off script. No one's ad-libbing anything.
Or he's really reading a teleprompter or something.
Yeah. Now, I mean, yeah, come on, Disney. Like, this is your big to do. You skipped Comic-Con, you skipped a bunch of other stuff.
I know.
This is your big production. And last year when Chapek did it, it went pretty well, and there was a lot better camera. I'm like, I don't know if they're just like, all right, we're gonna put Disney college program people here, and what you do the line for Big Thunder Mountain Railroad? Okay, you're gonna be cameraman 1, you're gonna be cameraman 2, and they don't know what they're doing. Like, that could be the case, because obviously, like, that movement that guy did, like, he tried to zoom in, he tilted up, like,
yeah,
you get better camera work from YouTubers.
Definitely. Yes.
I'm just saying. This main announcement is that the Hatbox Ghost will appear late November, probably around Thanksgiving, at Disney World. They're finishing up the edition. I think that's cool. It's nice that they're. I'm twofold on these type of things. One, I don't want the parks to become homogenized, where all the parks are the same.
Yeah.
I want there to be differences. I want there for reasons for me to go to other parks.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, right now, Haunted Mansion in Disneyland is different than the one in Disney World. Why put the Hatbox Ghost when you could put a different ghost to make people from Disneyland want to come to Disney World and Disney World go to Disneyland?
Yeah.
Instead, you're making the rides have parity. That I don't think that's the right. I don't think it's the right move.
Yeah.
You want to have differentiations. Like, doing the same Batus on each coast wasn't the right move.
Yeah.
Like, you should have had a different planet for Disneyland or Disney World. You guys have Avengers Campus. We don't. Like, that's how you get people to travel to other parks, because there's something their home park doesn't have.
Mm-hmm.
So that's my viewpoint. Like, I think there are marquee attractions. Like, everyone should have a Pirates, but their Pirates should all be different. Everyone should have a Haunted Mansion, but they should be different. Like, there should be the attraction, but slightly modified.
Yeah.
That's just my personal opinion, because that would gives, like, a Disney fan or a parks fan the urge to go to a different park.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm an hour from Disney World. I go there all the time. You know what will make me go to Disneyland? Avengers Campus, possibly, if Marvel was still good.
Yeah.
But it isn't. But I want to go to Tokyo.
Yeah.
Like, I want to go to Disney Tokyo because everything there is amazing. They still have Journey to the Center of the Earth and Nautilus. Like, they have they have reasons for me to go there.
Yeah.
And save up to go there. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
So,
and then also the Disney World or Disneyland in Tokyo keeps it as is. They're not going to change it because of, like, the woke ideology that's happening here in the United States. Japan is very much into traditional things. So I'm on the same boat with you. Of just
they're the only park. Disney Tokyo is the only park that still has Country Bear besides Magic Kingdom.
Ooh, okay.
And they do holiday and summer overlays. Like, they have 5 or 8 different song tracks to change for the seasons. Mm-hmm. Like, they're really into it. I don't know why. Power to them. I like Country Bears too. The only reason I'm bringing it up is that another thing that they made an announcement for, that's a change coming, which has me worried, because if you are a Country Bear fan, you understand that those songs are naughty. Like, those songs, if you listen to the lyrics of what they're about, they are not for kids. Like, you have to read the subtext, and they're being changed. Scary parks I've been to? What do you mean scary? What do you mean by scary? Like, abandoned, or like,
or Hollywood spooky type of,
or
Halloween,
like cheaply made, like that's scary. Like, you don't know if you're gonna, because I've done some, like, fair and carnival rides where I'm just like, I might be too heavy for this, and they won't tell me, like that. Like, I've done those things. So I don't know. It's scary what you mean. Like, I've done Halloween Horror Nights. I was supposed to do Howl-O-Scream, but I didn't feel well. I'm still recovering from my spider bite. Doing better though. It's on the right shoulder now, so it's going well. Let's continue this. So basically, he's saying the Hatbox Ghost is coming in late November. There is actually a little video.
Late November here at the Haunted Mansion at Walt Disney World. Here's a first look just for you. As you can imagine, he's been dying to return to the mansion, and we can't wait for him to arrive too. Since we're already talking about Magic Kingdom, we have some exciting news to share about something that's happening not too far from the mansion. My fellow Imagineer, Chris Beatty,
That'll
will be
work
up
better.
next to
There
fill
we
you in. And before we get to that, though, we have a cool update for you from Disney California Adventure. Let's watch.
Hi, from Avengers Campus at Disney.
So just to give a heads up, everyone was hoping this would be their e-ticket attraction. I think it's just going to be a motion simulator ride from the concept art. It's not going to be as big as what they were expecting. Don't get your hopes up, Disneyland people. That's all I'm saying. And I also want to say, besides Hatbox Ghost, everything announced for domestic parts are still Blue Sky projects. There's nothing with a confirmed date. That's disturbing to me. Besides, very scary and horror stuff. There is a Halloween event here in Florida that you actually have to sign a waiver for.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's
Do
in
tell.
Alamont Springs, I think. You have to sign a waiver that like you're okay if something happens to you and you won't sue. So that is the only time I've ever seen a Halloween horror night, like a Halloween event, have like a waiver of like if you acknowledge that if you have any of these conditions and you happen to die, it's not our fault. So I have not done that yet because I'm a little bit like, yeah, I'm good with Halloween Horror Nights and Howl-O-Scream. I don't have to sign any waivers for tickets. I know built into like the Universal and Disney ticket is the thing that you can't sue. Like that's built in. Like that's, you read the fine print. They basically say if you get injured on a ride, it's your own fault. Blah blah blah. You acknowledge.
Yeah.
Blah blah blah. But this is more like Chaos Killer's like, oh man, that's really cool. Enough super chats, and I may actually go there. The question is if I get to actually leave.
You won't die on us, Tom.
I think PC Dev, I think he did it last year. He's the only content creator I know that has gone to it. So I'll look into it. It's not expensive. It's a little bit of a drive for where I'm at. Maybe like a 2-hour drive, but I'll look into it. If people want that, if people want the really scary stuff, I will try to accommodate. But let's get back to scary for Disney. I think their stock only went up like $1 from this D23 so far.
California Adventure Park. At D23 Expo last year, we revealed that our next attraction in Avengers Campus will allow us to assemble superheroes from across the
I
multiverse.
didn't
of
realize
Battle
that
King
captions on. I'm
banners.
sorry.
For more than 2 years, superheroes from multiple worlds have been assembling at Avengers Campus to help train the next generation of recruits. Us. Now, as the story goes, the Avengers are developing a new.
All right, this guy's way too happy.
Yeah. He did. He probably did a line before getting on camera.
Yeah. What's up, Dengar Renegade? How you doing?
Lol.
How you doing? All right. Honestly, like everything I've seen about Avengers Campus is
New
actually better than
technology
Galaxy's
that
Edge.
will allow
So
Avengers
besides the
Campus to
attraction,
become the hub of a new multi-world mission spanning the universe. Thanks to the unique collaborations between adventures at Avengers Campus, the heroes have created a new vehicle capable of jumping between these worlds and even realities on planet Earth and beyond. The
All right.
design combines elements of Tony Stark.
So if you've ever been on the Transformers or Spider-Man attraction, right, at Universal,
The Spider-Man. Yes, I've done the Spider-Man one.
doesn't that ride vehicle look exactly like
Oh my God. Yes,
the
you're right.
Spider-Man vehicle?
Yes, it does.
I'm assuming what happened is the patent on it is lapsed or done
Uh-huh.
for that ride technology. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know how long. Oh, Hypnotic's in the chat. What's up, Hypnotic? How you doing?
Hi.
I can't wait to be on your show later. 8 p.m. I'm going to be talking stuff that I probably normally wouldn't talk about.
Oh, you're on his show tonight?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I'll tune in for sure.
How you doing, Hypnotic? Looking forward to it. I like venting. I go to other channels to say things I can't say on my own. It's kind of how I do things.
He likes to burn other channels. No, just kidding.
Not really. And, you know, Hypnox channel can handle it. So yeah, I think they're using the technology, which is fine. I think the technology behind Spider-Man is a really great ride vehicle. I'm curious, like the whole jumping
Okay.
through between realities. So it's gonna be a multiverse ride. I think people are sick of that, but it could be cool to see, like, here are the Guardians, here are, blah blah blah, here are blah blah blah. This could be a really, really good attraction if it works. First of all, has to work all the time, and they use the appropriate voice actors. They have animatronics, not screens. This has to be like Disney can't cut corners anymore. So that's my viewpoint. Disney can't cut corners. But I'm actually this would make me go over. I have not gone over Disney California yet, ever. I've done Tokyo and here in Orlando. That's it so far. So I have to hit up more parks, and I know I'm going to do that soon. I know we're going to have some globe trotting possibly.
Stark's time suits with Xandarian jump points and Wakandan technology to create a vehicle that can transport heroes to remote worlds in a matter of moments. This new vehicle combines portal technology and flight capabilities to maneuver through the skies, meaning heroes can deploy anywhere they are needed. And with a new generation of recruits like us to aid these superheroes, the multiverse will be safer than ever before. When this new multi-world initiative comes online, Avengers Campus recruits will be able to level up their training and join some favorite superheroes on missions to new worlds. We'll keep you briefed on your upcoming mission as all the details emerge.
So there is some leaked rumors also about this attraction, and that they will update it based on what's coming out. So there will be screen elements, and this will be like something that will be updated frequently, which that kind of intrigues me. The same way they have characters like come out in Avengers Campus as soon as the Disney Plus show is released. There's a character on property, so that is kind of intriguing to have something that updatable. Like, you would think they would do that with Smuggler's Run, where it's just a video game. Like, all right, let's make new levels.
Okay.
Let's throw a new mission in. Let's throw a new mission in. They do it with Star Tours. They do throw new planets in and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So it'd be cool to have more of that, especially as someone that goes there 3 or 4 times a week. I would like to have something new, easily done, Disney, just easily done. But I think that was their e-ticket attraction they were waiting for Avengers Campus, the Quinjet ride. I guess they're not calling it the Quinjet now, but that was the thing everyone was waiting on.
Mm-hmm.
See you soon.
We're going to skip forward
Working with some
to
fantastic.
this is what I'm worried about. So this is they're touching country bears. That sounds weird. Sorry.
Just a little.
Luckily they didn't touch any Canadian bears. But they're also changing names. Like, why would you change Lever Lips names to Romeo Lips or whatever it is? Like, all right. So I'm gonna let him talk.
Nashville musicians to get the authentic sound just right. You guys want to hear a little bit? All right. So this is a video we captured from a recent recording session. Let's play it.
Today we're doing Bear Necessities for the Country Bear Jamboree. That's a very revered musical attraction for Disney World.
Let's just play the intro one time. We can do it on the one. We're turning the fiddle on. Drums are not in.
All right. So far, I'm not
so
upset.
bad. Yeah.
Let's give this thing a try. We're rolling.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3.
Look for those bare necessities.
All right. I'm not upset by this. I'm not.
Forget about your worries and your strife. Humbling those bare necessities. That's how a bear can rest at ease. The simple bare necessities of life.
I like it. I'm a fan.
Thank you for keeping it to under 8 seconds, Disney. I don't get claimed. I'll thank him for that.
Okay, so you can see why we are so excited about this one. The music is going to be amazing, and this show will still have the fun and friendly tone that we all love about the Country Bears. And with those famous characters, Henry, Trixie, Big Al.
Did somebody say bear?
Oh, it's Fonzie. Fozzie Bear.
Well, you all know we at Imagineering love to conduct extensive research into everything we do in all of our projects. So please welcome our resident bear consultant, Fozzie Bear.
Hiya, hiya, hiya. Hey, how do the country bears catch fish? With their bare hands. Waka, waka.
So, Fozzie, you do know a lot about bears, right?
He,
Well, of course,
he is the
Chris.
J of the
For
Muppets.
example, what do you call a bear with no teeth? A gummy bear.
All right, well, that's not exactly what I was talking.
All right, so I will pause for a second. Dawn's like, why are they putting a song from the Jungle Book in Country Bear Jamboree? So they are I don't know how I feel about this because I do love the original songs. Now they said that they're adding songs. They're redoing fully refurbishing the animatronics, and they're adding songs and adding set lists to what already exists. So I don't think the original songs are going to be gone, but I think what they're going to do is have more variety per show, at least from what I've read. But if they're staying true to how the show was and making the songs appropriate for the show, I don't know if I feel bad about it or not. Especially if they're just doing songs that people love anyway. Like if you're doing songs that people will sing to, because unless you're a Disney fan, you do not know the Country Bear songs.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like you do not know Big Al song "Blood on the Ground." Like you have to be a Disney fan that's gone there a long time to like know the Country Bear songs. Yeah, everything for the terrestrial park, everything for the domestic parks is pretty much blue sky right now. Everything I believe is blue sky. There's no dates coming yet for it. So yeah, this is to try and get a stock push, to be honest. And what's up, Tony Morrow? I finally didn't call you Tony Romo, so that's good.
No, stop.
All right, but
About
didn't mean to cut off Fozzie.
Okay.
Well, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but I can do this all day.
Yeah, but I don't think we can bear it. No? Oh, all right. All right. Well, Fozzie,
They
I
couldn't
think
bring the
we've reached
camera
our
back for
bear
that
pun
line.
limit in this
God,
presentation.
these people are so bad.
Okay.
Sorry.
I'm so embarrassed. And that's my time, everyone.
Fozzie Bear, everyone! All right, so since we're talking about the Magic Kingdom, there's one more thing I want to share with you this morning. It's something I am personally really, really excited about. And, you know, at Disney, we're always looking at ways to extend our stories and to grow those stories within our parks. Well, we started working on something really exciting over in Adventureland that extends the story of Pirates of the Caribbean. We are developing a brand new tavern that some of the regulars might call a watering hole, where pirates of all ages get.
All right, so my worry about this is, are they just putting a bar inside of Magic Kingdom?
I would not be opposed to that, but it looks like what they're that illustration.
Like it's going to be a Pirates of the Caribbean Ogas, like a bar inside the, because they say tavern. My guess is they're going to retrofit Tortugas.
Yeah,
it's an outside eating area in across from Pirates of the Caribbean in Disney World. I wonder how they're going to do it, because I thought technically they have to have a restaurant associated for Magic Kingdom for alcohol to be there, so there'll have to be food.
Yeah. And
I mean, I'm looking forward to this. Like,
Yeah.
I love the idea of a pirates themed anything. So they're going to do a tavern. All I know is I want there to be singing, like sea shanties. Like there should be, like, I want the like grog barrel. Like I don't want it to be, put the effort in. That's all I'm saying. Don't just make it like tiki drinks. Like throw in like appropriate drinks at the time.
Well, also because if it's going to be a tavern, if it's going to be based in Tortugas as well from Pirates of the Caribbean, they have to have rum, because that was a huge thing. Like rum for everyone, drinks all around.
And I want the redhead. There better be the redhead in there. I'm just saying. She could be one of the barkeeps. I don't know.
And a little corset
the
dress.
art around it looks so good. Like the art and concept, they even have the redhead there, but she has an eye patch. I don't know if that's the right one. But like I want there to be like, I don't know. This seems really like it'd be a great thing. I could see Jay loving this. Like concept of having a pirates bar, throw in like an animatronic Jack Sparrow in the back corner or something, like
Ooh.
or throw in like a talking parrot animatronic somewhere in here. Like make it do similar with like DJ Rex in Oga's, get something in there interactive, get something in there, and I think this could be a gold mine for them if they do it right.
Yeah.
But like I have this is one of their positives. Like I have nothing against this.
Together to tell their tales. And I hear there's a certain macaw that we haven't seen in a while. Anybody remember the Barker bird? They used to be out in front of the pirates? Yes. Well, he's taken up residence here in a new spot, and you know he loves to come in and spin a yarn or two with guests. So it's going to be great seeing him again. Look, these designs are really, really early in the process, but we're really looking forward to where this is headed. And as soon as we know more, we'll run up our flag and share it with you. So just like Fozzie, I think my time's up. Now let's go from bears and birds to animals of all kind as we travel over to Zootopia Land in Shanghai. Then, I know, cool. Then my friends Kartika Rodriguez and Scott Mowitz will be here to share a little bit more with you.
All right, do we care about the international parks? Or do we want to skip over to domestic?
I'm interested in the international.
Okay. I'm just curious. Chat, international too? The Zootopia stuff looked amazing in Shanghai, to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
Like everything I've seen from Shanghai and Hong Kong and Tokyo about what they're doing, I am like really, really wanting to go. Even the Frozen Land in Hong Kong looks amazing. Disney, why does your foreign parks look better than your domestic parks all the time? Just saying. What construction costs here?
No.
You about Epcot. So thank you, everyone. Have a great D23.
Hello from Zootopia, the first mammal metropolis ever at a Disney theme park.
We're busy partnering with Zootopia's Department of Public Works, applying the city's finishing touches before all the mammals move in.
When guests step foot into Zootopia, they'll feel completely immersed as the city comes to life all around them. From lemmings heading to work on the Zootopia Transit Authority to Gazelle backup dancers celebrating Zootopia Day, we're using our best technical know-how to create one of the most innovative and alive experiences that we've ever created. Zootopia will feature an original, jaw-dropping attraction. On Zootopia Hot Pursuit, guests must rise to the challenge when their first day as rookie recruits takes an unexpected turn.
Using the latest in-show and trackless ride technology, guests will be whisked away on an out-of-control police chase they will never forget. We even infuse the world with inspiration from urban Shanghai to immerse guests in a world that's authentically Disney, distinctly Chinese.
See you soon!
All right.
Honestly, that
was-
looks really good.
Yeah.
Like the level of detail they went into, and not only that, like if you look at some of the Twitter posts for the treats, like they're copying the little paw print ice pops and everything. Like you can put that much effort into Zootopia in Shanghai, but you can't like do the same thing for Batu. Like we're just gonna come up with random new stuff instead of like doing what everyone wants, which is being inside the movie they love.
Mm-hmm.
Like you do that for everything else. Toy Story, you did it for. Like you did it the right way. It just, I blame this all on Kathleen Kennedy, not the Imagineers, by the way.
Oh gosh, yeah.
But that looked really like the dark ride looks similar to Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway a little bit with the cars. Everything about that looked good. There, if you look on Twitter, I can try and find it, but there's a couple of the animatronics from the queue, which are some of the best I've seen. What's up, Jay and the Elite Fantasy popping in there? Hello, how are you? Tinfoil hats, yeah. I also think Shanghai Disney ticket is cheap. Tokyo Disney is like only $50 American, so that's gonna be at least a cheap ticket for me. I don't know that song at all.
Good morning. How's everybody out there?
Good morning, everyone.
Awesome. We've been sent out to talk about our favorite park.
Yes, we are. So why don't we go ahead and get started?
That's right.
Right.
I know we're both just huge fans of Epcot, right? I think there's a few fans of Epcot out here in this room. Is that right?
Well, I know I'm biased, but I just love walking through the park. And those walks are about to get even better real soon. Would you like to tell them the good news?
Absolutely. We are so excited to share that the last of our 3 new neighborhoods, World Celebration, will begin welcoming guests this December.
Oh, they're finally done. Yay. We're almost done. No more construction
Epcot is all
walls.
about celebration. It has always been the people park, and it continues on.
I
as a
can't tell her
celebration
name. I don't
of
know
our
if she's
global
been
community.
employed there that long.
And wait till you see what World Celebration is all about.
I recognize the other guy,
really
though.
Close. It unites the front of the park, which I hope you guys love, tying together these other 2 lands and 2 neighborhoods that we're talking about now, World Discovery and World Nature.
So speaking of world nature, I hope everyone is looking forward to Journey of Water inspired by Moana. This beautiful, yes.
Okay, I'm going to tell you right now, I am not excited about this at all. It's a splash zone. It's a kid splash zone. Like,
Yeah.
if you're hot, great, go walk through it. But like, it is such a waste of space in the center of the park. They basically took what was the World Nation of Fountain Water and moved it over to do this walk around kid area, which I don't mind kid areas. You need them in the theme parks completely. That's the problem with Hollywood Studios right now is they don't have. They used to have a play yard based around Honey, I Shrunk the Kids in Hollywood Studios where all the young kids would go around and play and run and have fun, get their energy out. You don't have that. Like you have that in Magic Kingdom with Dumbo in the back, and you have, I think, the Boneyard in Animal Kingdom. So Epcot needed something like that. I think they have a temporary playground by one of the like quick services, but it's sort of weird. All right, so that was my point. I think this is if it's a kid area, I'm gonna do it once and get wet and then be done.
Okay.
I guess. I don't know if it's hot out, it might be a cool place to chill out, but then you have humidity and you really want to walk around wet that long.
So you make a good point there. I remember being at Universal one time, and I can't remember what water ride I went down on. I was wet all day because of the humidity. I was uncomfortable because like I got the chafing in my pants and it hurt and I was just wet. So I can see like, yeah, just like maybe run through so you can just cool off because, you know, that Florida heat will get you. But that's just me, my personal experience. I wouldn't do it.
All right. Wait a minute. Robert said he... What? All right, Robert, I know what you're talking about. That's just bad camera placement. We'll get to that, Robert, but I get what you're saying. Yeah, Curran, the Honey, I Shrunk the Kids area has been gone since 2000 something. It's been gone for a while. All right, so we have a walk through water.
This
Yay.
beautiful new walk-through trail will teach you all about the water cycle, and you'll get to play and become friends with water, just like Moana did in the film. We know you're going to love this experience, which is why I am thrilled to share Journey of Water, inspired by Moana, will officially open on October 16th.
I mean, who didn't understand the water cycle? Isn't that like sixth grade knowledge?
Yes.
I'm just saying, like, I understand they're trying to make it educational, and I appreciate that. I appreciate it.
Mm-hmm.
But there better be some like diagram understanding fluid dynamics or something, or like actual things for kids to read, not just water spits at you. I'm just saying.
Okay.
Wait, no. They should teach people about the carbon cycle too. Hey, they used to. I think it's pretty though, like what they do. It looks nice.
I know you'll be excited for this too. Everyone here will get the chance to experience Journey of Water tonight during your exclusive Event at the park. Hang on, I have one more for you. One more. Because I can share for the first time, Moana herself is coming to World Nature 2. Begin. Yes.
Like how no one cares.
Yay.
Like 5 people clapping. Like, yeah, okay. Yep.
Beginning October 16th, she'll begin greeting guests in her own new dedicated space near Journey of Water.
Yeah, that's great, right? All right.
Exciting.
We've got so much more to say about Epcot in our panel later today.
Princess.
So we hope you stick around and join us.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
I look forward to it.
It might be. Well, okay, so this is actually happening in Disney World right now. So this is taking place, I believe, in the convention center at Epcot. Not Epcot, at Contemporary.
Okay.
I actually could have went. I didn't want to. I don't want to be in there. Yes, I'm gonna agree with this to Dawn. Universal is sadly behind on restaurants inside their parks.
Mhm.
Their food and beverage program is much weaker than Disney's. I can't deny that. Mythos is a very good restaurant, but when you only have one good restaurant where I can be like, well, you have Le Cellier, well, you have Be Our Guest, well, you have Brown Derby, well, you have Yak and Yeti, well, you like I can list off like 30 good Disney restaurants. I have Mythos as a good Disney park restaurant or a good Universal Park restaurant. That's it.
It's been a while. I've been saying this for a while, but I do need to go out there and visit because I can't remember the last time I went to a Disney restaurant. And what you're saying is like I need to be there now because I want to try it all.
I would say I think Toledo at Grand Destino Tower would probably be something up your alley.
Okay.
Really good, more like Spanish style food.
Oh, okay.
Well,
I don't have to stick to Spanish Mexican.
No,
food,
no,
Tom.
no,
I'm open
But
minded for
also the
anything.
best steak I've had on property.
Oh, okay.
That's why it's
Ooh.
the best, cheapest steak I've had on property. I like to find that value for my steak because if I wanted to do I could spend $200 and go to Victoria and Albert's and get flown in Gibson rated steak or something like that. I want to find a steak at $40. That's amazing. That's my kind of Epicurean level. It's all about the value.
I'm sure it is.
All right. Oh yeah, Disney Springs is also I do think Disney Springs has better restaurants than Universal too. You have Boathouse, you have Chef Art Smith's Homecoming, you have Morimoto's, Haleo. I really think Universal does well with pricing for a lot of things, does well for attractions, but they don't care about food. He takes it raw. He does raw beef. He doesn't cook it, doesn't like it cooked at all. He just wants it bloody. He's a little leaning because he didn't get to eat yet today. I'm sorry. I have to feed him.
Liver King has nothing on Zort.
Yeah.
Pardon me, but I could not help but notice you have not addressed my favorite part of the park, World Showcase, especially the pavilion in which I take the most pride, the American Adventure. Home to the glorious Regal Eagle Smokehouse.
Love
This
Sam Eagle.
restaurant, in my esteemed opinion, offers the greatest food ever served in the history of Epcot.
Okay. All right.
I think they agree.
Excuse me, Sam. Oh, hello, everybody.
Switch
Dr.
over to-
Bunsen Honeydew here from
Oh, wow.
Muppet Labs.
Where's Beaker?
I'm so sorry, but I must disagree. The Muppet Brew Wing Lab is inside the Epcot Odyssey Pavilion, and it represents the pinnacle of this park's culinary concoctions.
I heartily object. The Regal Eagle Smokehouse is the heart of the World Showcase.
They're literally arguing about
No. The Muppet Brew Wing Lab truly
quick
pursues
services
this park's
right now.
values of innovation and exploration.
And
Pickles.
Hold on, guys.
wait. Did it just say what I think it said?
They just did.
They just said what I thought they said.
Wow.
Good morning, everyone.
I kind of want to rewind.
It's so good
but,
to have you here
like,
at Walt Disney World. Dr. Honeydew.
So that's
Sam,
Jeff
great to see you
Vail,
both.
who is the president of Disney World Parks that Walt Disney World owns.
No, Sam. No, I think you were expecting someone else. I am the president, but I'm the president of Walt Disney World.
Oh, well, I am
He
also
looks
a fan of Walt Disney World and of you,
happy.
Mr. President.
Like genuinely happy.
I'm a big fan of yours. I agree. You both made some great menus for our guests. So let's give them a chance to taste your work. How about that?
Yeah.
All right.
All right. So here's my problem. Everyone's coming out in like the t-shirt blazer thing, like trying not to be corporate, like corporate casual. I don't think that works. Like, I think it just comes off as fake.
It's like fake casual.
Yeah, like he would never wear that, really.
Yeah.
I believe the first guy with the Haunted Mansion would wear what he wore. He seems like that type, but like, I don't know. I don't like Jeff Vail. I never liked him in the company before. I don't think he's good for Disney World. I actually think Josh D'Amaro was a better person running Walt Disney World at the time. But hey, what do I know?
So in honor of the Disney 100 celebration, 100 of you will receive a $100 Disney dining card as a thank you for being with us today.
Bribery!
My friends here would suggest you might want to use it in the Brew Wing Lab or Regal Eagle so you can help this decision. How's that sound, guys?
Yes, absolutely.
I find compromise insufferable. But your suggestion is a shining example of democracy at work. Let the people decide.
I concur. This will be a grand experiment.
Let the best barbecue win.
Or milkshake. The pickle variety is undeniably.
Sorry, I'm covering
Pickle
Bunsen.
milkshake. Are you out of your mind?
Sam.
Oh, now
so
this
funny
guy
that
is
you
not
would
even
ask that
recording the stage, they're recording the screen.
Okay. All right.
Come on, people.
All right. Now that we have that settled,
like
Kartika first, Scott, thank you so
guy
much
got lazy.
for what you and your teams do each and every day at Epcot. It's amazing work, and we all love it. And you've shared some great information with our fans. But you know what? Sam was right. We haven't talked about World Showcase yet. So you mind if I pop in here?
Absolutely.
No problem. All right. You guys may know that we're working on our next nighttime spectacular at Epcot. You heard about that?
All right.
All right. Well, here's some news. The show is going to debut on December 5th of this year.
Yes.
I made my park pass already.
You want to hear the name? All right. Name of the show is going to be Luminous, the Symphony of Us. Right. Brand new show filled with fireworks, fountains, lasers, lighting.
How much on a bet is this going to be like Harmonious, but with a new name?
Yeah, they did a good amount of thinking on that one.
Like it's literally all right. Another word, luminous.
It's almost close to like what's that word in Harry Potter? Lumos.
Yeah, which you can say to your Siri or Google phone, and it'll turn the light on, the camera.
Yeah.
Flash on. I don't know. They're still putting barges out for the show. Like there are barges in there. I don't know. I think this is. I like fireworks shows, so I don't care. It's explosions in the sky. It's fun. It all depends on how the music is. If the music is right, then I'm good. People hated Harmonious. People hated Enchantment. I hated Enchantment because I thought it was supposed to be a 50th anniversary fireworks show for Magic Kingdom, which I would have thought you would have had music from Country Bear, music from all of the attractions that existed in Magic Kingdom.
Mm-hmm.
Not, oh, here's a song from Moana, here's a song from Frozen, here's a song from current project we are working on. Like, that's not an anniversary. Like Disneyland's 60th fireworks show was a tribute to everything Disneyland.
Yeah.
It wasn't a show put on to push new IP.
Mm-hmm.
That's my problem. But yeah, all right. So we have fireworks show coming December 5th. We're not even going to show any music of it.
Fabulous Disney music.
Of course,
Lumina's
fabulous.
Gonna touch your heart. And it's going to continue our long tradition of amazing nighttime entertainment at Epcot. I cannot wait for you to see it.
All right. Next, we got
really summarizes
this is the Disneyland Hotel.
Culture that Disneyland Hotel is all about. We cannot wait to see you all in Disneyland Hotel in 2024.
Good job with audio, guys.
Yeah, they could have done a mic on him. I kind of gonna go past the hotel stuff and stuff like that. It's kind of, we got some cruise ship
Spaces
news.
We're bringing to life for the very first time on board a Disney cruise ship. And by the way, if you haven't had a chance to watch the reveal that we had a few days ago, we hosted it. Please make.
I will say Disney cruises are amazing. That's the only thing besides international that still has the old school 90s Disney level of service.
Okay.
I will say that. Like I've done 3 of them. They are very good. I will say I've done Holland America, I've done Royal Caribbean, and I've done Virgin once, and I've done 3 Disney ones, and Disney was the best in terms of service. So I will say that. But you pay more. You do pay more.
I did my first cruise earlier this year. It wasn't the greatest, not because of the service. Sailing at sea is not for me, but I actually do want to do a Disney cruise because like what you just said right now, but also like that's always been something in me is like I want to try it because of like the theatricals they have in there and the fun things. So
yeah, there's actually like they put some of the best like restaurants, like Tiana's on the ships is amazing. So and also the reason they can do that is because, you know, all the people working there, the ships aren't flagged in America, right? They're flagged in other countries. So that means the wages for the people on board are very low. So that means they have more money to spend on other things on the ship.
Yes.
It's not good practices, but it's what all cruise liners do.
Mm-hmm.
Make sure you go back and you catch the replay on the Disney Park Blocks for some.
All right, I really don't care about.
And
we can skip
speaking
through.
of charting adventures, let's check out the next port of call at Tokyo DisneySea.
There we go.
Fantasy Springs.
All right, we'll go here.
Tokyo DisneySea.
Fantasy Springs will
It's
be
Captain
the
Hook's ship.
port here at Tokyo DisneySea, one that is inspired by magical springs leading to a world of Disney fantasy. It's comprised of 3 distinct areas based on beloved stories.
Look at that Captain Hook area.
That's some gorgeous work.
So we have an entire section of Peter Pan. I see the castle from Frozen, I think, in the left, with looks like they have like some sort of
that looks like her
Matterhorn thing.
Oh,
right?
it could be Matterhorn. I was thinking if it's Frozen next to the castle, it could be Elsa's like Ice-Capade.
I'm just saying what type of ride vehicle. I'm just trying to figure that out.
Oh.
I guess maybe a hotel over on the right. I can't like that. I'm not sure about because they said 3 sections. Oh, and that's Rapunzel in the back. So the far back towel is Rapunzel. Okay.
And then what you before you went to go to Rapunzel, would that be Prince Naveen's castle from Princess and the Frog?
On all the way on the right?
Yeah, that's right here. Yeah.
Maybe? They said 3 lands though. If one of the lands is Rapunzel, one of the lands is Frozen, and one of the lands is Peter Pan, I think this might be the other park. Like the transfer in from the park.
Okay.
Like going through.
All
right. That
right.
kind of looks like where Tower of Terror is for Tokyo DisneySea. It has a very different look than all the other Tower of Terrors. It looks more Mediterranean, like not Mediterranean. It looks different. If you look at it, you wouldn't tell it's Tower of Terror.
Yeah.
But I mean, they're putting a rainbow in. They have a volcano, so they're going all full in. Like they're gonna have where Tiger Lily is and everything like that.
Ooh, I want to go there.
I'm very intrigued. Later, Degnar. Hope you have a good day.
Bye.
The only time I'm selling the high seas is if Jay captains a pirate ship or I'm watching an anime. Okay. I can find a place to rent a
Peter Pan's
sailboat.
Neverland, where we're standing now, the area will feature 2 attractions and 1 restaurant. In the attraction, Peter Pan's Neverland Adventure, guests will fly on boats and help Peter Pan and Tink rescue Wendy's brother, who's been kidnapped by Captain Hook.
In Rapunzel's Forest, based on the film Tangled, guests can board a boat in Rapunzel's Lantern Festival and experience Rapunzel's best day ever as she falls in love with Flynn Rider on a romantic gondola ride. The Snuggly Duckling is a counter-service restaurant themed to the tavern of the same name you may remember from the film. Here, guests can enjoy a meal in a variety of indoor and outdoor spaces themed to the story of the lovable pub thugs.
And over in the Frozen Kingdom, the 3rd new area in Fantasy Springs, where the gates of Arendelle have been opened and guests for the first time are invited in. In Anna and Elsa's Frozen Journey, guests board a boat and relive the tale of the 2 sisters. And along the journey, guests will be able to enjoy their favorite songs from the movie, and the experience will be its own unique offering, differing from other Frozen-themed attractions around the world.
In addition,
okay.
Tokyo DisneySea Fantasy Springs Hotel, a deluxe hotel with its own luxury.
So it was a hotel, okay.
Luxurious accommodations ever at Tokyo Disney Resort. And that's all for now from Fantasy Springs.
So far, the announcements for, like I said, so far the announcements for international parks have blown away anything for our domestics.
Mm-hmm.
Like, okay, we're getting 3 new lands built to Tokyo Sea, a new hotel. Later, man. No problem. Appreciate all you do, Tom. Just wanted to hop in and shoot the breeze. Permit deuces, bro. Later, man. Have a good rest of your weekend.
Bye.
See you later, JM the Elite fan. That looked amazing. Like the Peter Pan stuff. 2 attractions. Are like a Frozen. Like I don't understand this. Like, what do we get? Like
we get woke. That's what we get.
Well, that again. So the way Tokyo Disney works, it's a licensee, so they get to pick what they want to put in the park. Right? They're saying, "Oh, we want this, this, and this. We want these to put into Tokyo Sea." And this is an expansion. This is not getting rid of anything. There's nothing being lost in this. So this is an expansion, and they're almost like they are far along. Like compared to what's going on with anything they announced here, those are all far. Like that seems like maybe a year or 2, maybe a year out until that stuff's done. Like it's just, I don't know. Tokyo Disney is the current time pinnacle Disney park. That is the one you should look to basically judge all other Disney parks on.
Can you picture? You gotta see it in your mind.
Tiana.
Can you picture? You know it's quick and
Sorry, that shocked me. I skimmed through this last time I watched this. The lighting for her is not good, not helping her.
Projects and what the creative process.
Okay. I just wanted to get past the music. I don't know if I would be
So
playing
Bruce,
for it.
during your time with Imagineering, you've done a lot of cool things. You led research and development. You've been part of some.
I am glad they brought this guy back. He's a really good Imagineer. They let him go and they brought him back. I'm glad. Sorry, that was just like they came from what I understood behind the scenes. They came groveling back to him.
Mm-hmm.
So
of the biggest projects that we've ever done at Disney, and you've led a team of Imagineers. But you also spent some time outside of Disney. How did that time away kind of help you think about things as you come back to parks?
Well, you know, it's been incredible returning to Imagineering, and it's an honor, and I thank you for the opportunity, quite frankly. But I'll tell you, the most powerful thing was being away. Just reminded me how special this place is. It is amazing.
Yeah, I can imagine. And now that
There's
you're
Mr.
back, I want
Rogers.
to continue a conversation about the future that I started around this time last year. Now, at D23 Expo in Anaheim, I'm sure you probably saw that we shared some ideas that were under consideration specifically for Walt Disney World.
Yeah, I caught some of that.
Did you see some
I
of
did.
that? Well, I think by the end of that chat, we left some people really excited. Maybe some people were wondering exactly what we were up to. And by the way, I think that's completely okay.
Well, you know, Josh, I was actually kind of surprised when I heard it, actually, because I think, as you all know, we usually wait until we get everything perfect before we talk about any of our big ideas.
Yeah. You do, but I've been challenging all of us to maybe think a little bit differently. That includes, myself.
Yep.
And I want to use these D23 events as an open conversation. I see this as a chance to give some insight into how the Imagineers approach new projects and what the creative process is.
Oh, well, I love that because, we do so much work before a shovel ever hits the ground. Ideas shift, stories adapt. This is a very, very fluid and constantly changing process, and we call it the blue sky process. I'm sure most of you know that. But that exploration is vital to how we are able to develop all these great attractions.
Yep. So maybe we do some more exploring today and keep that conversation from a year ago going. So tell us about Magic Kingdom.
Well, when I came back, this was one of the first projects I dug into. And I had heard we had big ideas for this park, but I'm going to tell you all, I was blown away by the scope of what we're planning. I mean, this is similar in scale
If this
to
ever
things like
happens.
Star Wars, Galaxy's Edge, or Pandora, the World of Avatar. I actually think this could be the biggest thing we've done in the Magic Kingdom.
So rumor and speculation around 20-acre expansion, which would be bigger than Galaxy's Edge. That was 15 acres, bigger than Pandora. That is a large addition to a park that's already big. Like, Magic Kingdom's a big park if you've ever walked it.
Yeah, I've walked it.
Now, the only thing is that really, like, that expansion going behind Big Thunder does affect the hub and spoke flow. That's the only thing that, like, worries me a little bit in terms of how they're planning this. Also, I'm curious. We'll listen. I'm just curious.
And probably even bigger than New Fantasyland.
And it should be, right? I mean, we're talking about Magic Kingdom here. This is the most popular theme park in the world. It's been that way for decades. And
That is a true statement. Universal still not topped Magic Kingdom in visitation. Actually, I still think Universal's like third at Islands of Adventure.
Okay.
For visitation, I still think Disney takes the top 2 spots. I think Epic Universe might take like the second spot when it opens up, depending on how popular the Nintendo World stuff is. Because you would think with Nintendo World, like the Nintendo stuff in Hollywood, there would have been a big jump for Universal Hollywood, but I don't think there's enough there. So I think Epic Universe might maybe dethrone it. Maybe.
Yeah.
To Magic Kingdom. I think it deserves the very best. And I know there are places in the park where we can bring some big, big new stories to life that our guests will absolutely love.
Yes. Well, last year you said we're looking to tell stories beyond Big Thunder Mountain, which is still true. I mean, there's a lot of room to play with around there. And we're looking at the possibility of adding new attractions, restaurants, shows. You dream it, we're thinking about it. And like I said, the ideas are looking really great.
Now, I know everybody wants to hear a little bit more. There's still a long way to go, but I just want all of our fans to know that we are about to go into overdrive at the Magic Kingdom.
Yep.
And I am looking forward to spending more time with your team as we keep refining these ideas to create something really special that every single person in here is going to love.
Yeah, for sure. And getting to add anything to the Magic Kingdom, as you know, is one of the most special things you can work on. But add to it the size and scale of what we're thinking, and that is exactly what every Imagineer dreams about.
So I know Forethought, some other stuff they're talking about from later on in the show, which kind of debunks some of the concepts of what they were saying they were going to put there, because they just. I'll wait. You guys can. I'll wait.
All right.
You'll understand in a second.
To, another
then we'll
park
break this
here
down.
at Walt Disney World, because I know those blue sky conversations have continued for Disney's Animal Kingdom over the past year. So why don't we catch our fans up and maybe give a little detail on what's happening over there?
Okay, absolutely. Last year, you shared an initial concept for Animal Kingdom that was one of many we were exploring at the time. And we've done some deep dives since then and a lot more brainstorming, many with you, you were there. For example, last year you talked about the possibility of bringing Zootopia to the park. Now, we're still excited about that idea, only now we're exploring a new location to bring this story to life. And with that, I'm happy to share here, for the first time, we're creating a new show for the Tree of Life based on Zootopia. Our current concept is filled with humor and action, taking you into the different biomes you see in the film and some you have yet to see yet. We'll meet Judy Hopps, Nick Wilde, and my favorite, a fantastic Clohauser animatronic. It's going to be great.
Well, I get to play with you guys all the time on this, and I've loved what I've seen so far. I think you guys are going to love it. But if Zootopia is going to Tree of Life, why don't you share what the team's now thinking about for the future of Dinoland USA?
Okay. Well, as you know, we've had Africa and Asia-inspired areas since the park opened 25 years ago. And we've done a lot to enhance both of those through the years. But we thought, big picture, where else could we take our guests? We're looking at reimagining Dinoland into something completely new. We're focusing
Did you
on a
say the
region
wrong
of the world
date?
sometimes referred to as the
It was
tropical
just the
Americas.
40th anniversary.
This is the area around the equator here in the Western Hemisphere, basically the northern
We're
part
talking
of
to
South
professionals
America,
here,
stretching
Tom.
up into Central America.
And we've been talking about how well this part of the world fits into Animal Kingdom, right?
Folks, it was just this past October, I think 16th or whatever it was on Earth Day, whenever Earth Day was the park's 40th anniversary. So 25 years. What? Sorry.
No.
That broke me. Joe Rohde would have never made that mistake. But Joe Rohde also built that park. I don't even think that guy was working there yet. What's up the beam pad? Wow, that is just... Yup. Yeah, future Disney.
Yeah, well, these are the most biodiverse areas on the planet.
Why is the water red?
Maybe like red pebbles or florals.
Planet, places people travel for adventure, exploration, discovery. It's a great fit.
So you know this already. I love where this is heading. How do you see this region meshing into the rest of the park?
Well, we're imagining a land filled with authentic experiences from this part of the world, with all of the placemaking and storytelling you'd expect. Look, it's a beautiful region to explore and has been the inspiration for so many magical stories over the years. We're looking forward to bringing all of that to life at Animal Kingdom.
Okay, so any specific stories
come on,
that
Josh.
you have maybe in,
we can't.
in mind?
We can't.
Oh
God.
There are no animals in Encanto.
No. Well, they had like their little pets with them, like that one kid that spoke to animals.
But like there are literally other okay. Like that does not make sense to me. They just want a princess land in that area because there's no princesses represented inside of Animal Kingdom, I guess. So they want somewhere they can put, but Encanto's not a princess or whoever. I don't know her name. I never watched the movie.
Oh my gosh.
Isabella or whatever?
Isabel, yeah.
That's one of them, right?
Yes.
And Bruno. All I know is there's the one song that's kind of rap-like. And that's it. So, all right, so they're going to put Encanto there. Which means they're not putting Encanto in Magic Kingdom.
Yay.
So now I'm really even more confused what's going to go on in Magic Kingdom. Because everyone said they were putting Encanto there before. I'm confused.
What are you doing? We're not supposed to be talking about that right now.
Sorry. It won't happen again, Josh.
Okay.
They're bad.
They are bad.
Or they're good. I don't know. Well, what I can talk about is how we're diving deep into our research. And honestly, we couldn't be more excited about bringing this to life.
Yeah, I imagine that you're probably doing a lot of work on, casitas, maybe things like that.
Maybe a casita.
Well, I know every time that we've met with the team, the concepts, they just keep getting better and better.
Well, you know.
I'm all for this, though.
Guys!
It's supposed to be a secret, Josh.
You just want to do the whole show? I mean,
It happened again. So
it did happen again.
This is how we're going to start pitching ideas to you.
Yeah, I guess so.
Name that tune. Well, Well, honestly, Josh, as you know, we are whipping up some new ideas for this area.
All right. Well, I know we're having some fun up here with all of you, but this is really important work for us and obviously for all of you because we are building on what makes Animal Kingdom so special.
Yeah, it is a special park. In fact, this is where we celebrate the value of our natural world and our connection to animals, and then go out and seek amazing adventures.
So if you take this image of the concept art, you can actually easily tell the back right corner is where Dinosaur is right now. Dinosaur uses the same ride vehicle technology as the Indiana Jones rides in California. They're just going to overlay or like take all the animatronics, put new animatronics in, probably keep the same ride track and make a slightly new story. They're going to change Burgersaurus or Restaurantosaurus, I think it's Restaurantosaurus, into a... That's sad, though. Is Indiana Jones not going to get like a little restaurant of their own? They're just going to get the ride back there by themselves, and then everything else is going to be in Kanto?
That's sad.
Yeah, like, no, come on. Give something to Indy. Maybe the back part of that building. I don't know. I don't understand what attraction for Encanto is going to be, because all it shows is the house.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure what the attraction is, but it does look like there's going to be a merry-go-round or something in the bottom part of it. And then like, yeah, I mean, they have space to use. And honestly, the Dinosaur Land stuff was aging, but Encanto just doesn't make sense to me. They have to create an original story that has to do with animals. I agree with what Dawn says. I like the concept art. The concept art is good, but it's going in the wrong park. Hollywood Studios could have used it. And Maribel is the main character. Thank you.
Maribel,
I did not
yeah.
know that. I do think what they're trying to do is spread princesses out to each of the parks and maybe put less strain on Magic Kingdom for people to meet princesses, which I kind of understand. And I'm glad it's not Moana again. Like, I'm glad they just didn't like, oh, we're going to put Moana in Animal Kingdom and in Epcot or something like that. Like, all right, fine. You're putting Maribel in there. And she's been in there before at like a stage singing songs randomly.
Yeah.
So I guess, but it's still just weird. But also lack of creativity, just putting Indiana Jones in there. I guess that's I can believe Indiana Jones more because there's rats, snakes, and bugs. There are animals in each of the movie. Monkeys, even in Crystal Skull. Like, there are animals throughout those films that are some form of adversary. So, like, if there's not some big snake pit thing around there for you to see, like see some snakes, pythons, or something like that, bring some in, put them around the area as like animals to see, that's a waste.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. What are some South American animals? Like capybaras?
Capybara. I think that's more Asian. South American animals, goats, cows, cats, eagles, falcons.
Well, birds are hard to do inside the park. They have two aviaries, but I don't know.
Oh, we're talking about like land.
Yeah, I'm
turf.
just trying to figure. Well, I mean, so right now in the dinosaur area, they only have some American alligators. So that's the only actual animal represented in there. Is like one really, really old American alligator. Capybaras are Brazilian.
Okay.
Okay, so
that's
Jay will
down
be
there
happy.
south.
They might put some capybaras in there. They're friendly. We're almost to the end of the park segment, so once we get to the end of it, we will kind of give our final thoughts and wrap this up.
Yep, and so I know we're searching for ways to extend the overall story of Animal Kingdom. Encanto and Indiana Jones are two of the most popular stories that we've ever told.
Also, I'm going to say it right now, they need to redo the raft ride and do an actual good storyline to it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they could have put Indiana Jones there and just put like some animatronics around and have him be falling down in Nepal. Oh, wait, I can't say that exists, right? What country is it supposed to be now? I don't know. I don't care.
I don't know.
I'm just saying, like, you had an area you could have, like, because everyone, including me, everyone thought this was going to be Zootopia. They thought that they would take this whole land and make it Zootopia and put a ride like the police car thing in there. And I was okay with that because it's at least some type of animal. Like, they're animals.
Yeah.
So this just seems like they want each park to have as many princesses they can get in, which honestly, this is the only place. I agree with that. This Ginger Life, it's better than way better than Moana. I agree with that. I know they have. This is the only park you see Pocahontas. She goes around in her boat. There's no photo ops with her, which I find annoying, but she does go around. So it's the only park you can see her. I guess that's the reason for Encanto, and they could do some stage shows there. Then the music for the area will be good, but it's still weird for Animal Kingdom. I agree with Dawn. It should have been Hollywood Studios, maybe take over the Disney Junior area and retheme that.
It doesn't feel like a natural fit for this park.
It does. You know, it all starts with the foundation of the tropical Americas region. And as we've been talking about stories from this part of the world, Encanto and Indiana Jones just rose to the top. They give us.
I also don't know when Indiana Jones went to that region. Is he talking about Raiders? Is that like the only one I can think of? Beginning of Raiders of the Lost Ark is the only time I think he's in like that, like the Amazon type environment. So, okay, just saying, like, I think they're stretching.
So much to play with. We have a long way to go now and a lot more to discover, but our team here in Florida is all over it.
Okay, well, that all sounds great, and I know this is part of a much broader plan that
all right, we're skipping
only
forward.
Be found here at Walt Disney World.
To the cringe moment.
This is one of my favorite characters, and I know a lot of people love him here too. I thought it might be fun to bring him out to meet you, of course, and to meet all of our fans. What do you guys say? You want to meet him? All right, guys, let's bring him out.
Here he is. He's on his way.
Woo! Good to see you.
All right, this is creepy. I'm sorry, but seeing him this size,
he's supposed to be smaller.
So I paused it at the right spot, so we won't have to see the weird photo that Stealing of History shared with me, because there's one that's weird. But here's my viewpoint. They used to have a meet and greet, a roaming Dreamfinder and Figment, who was a puppet Figment, correct scale, way back when. I have pictures with it when I was a kid, me and my brother. Just bring back the original Figment. Bring back Dreamfinder, make it that ride again, because no one likes the current one. And you don't need the weird tall dragon that shouldn't be that big because he's this big. He's this big. I know Mickey Mouse is full size or whatever. I don't care. Just bring back Dreamfinder, do the puppet. And now I do have a park pass for tomorrow. I'm going to go try and, cover him because guess what? He's in the park tomorrow. Like he's starting up his photo op tomorrow. I do think it's creepy. Also, his shirt doesn't have Epcot on it. Like they have a Figment shoulder plush that has that exact outfit that says Epcot on the front. He should have the Epcot marking on it. He does look weird. He's you could have found like a smaller person maybe and like made it a little smaller. Like that's about 7 feet tall, I think, because Josh D'Amaro is about 6 foot. Like that is a big character. That's like Goofy height.
Clarabelle, his girlfriend.
Yeah, and I agree with the beam pad. They should be like Universal. Universal found all those like short women to be Megan for that dance show for Halloween Horror Nights. I'm pretty sure Disney could have found someone to the eyes. The eyes are what creeps me out because they have them pointed in. Like they don't have them straight; they're pointed in, so they make it look like he's looking at you, and like it seems soulless.
And then not only that, like I'm pretty sure Donald Duck is smaller than him. Like
Figment
not like
is supposed to be like this
well,
big.
well, I'm not talking about like illustration wise. I'm talking about mascot wise.
Yeah. Oh, Donald Duck is shorter. Daisy's shorter. Mickey and Minnie are
Yeah.
shorter. Like they
So,
could have found a way to make him shorter. They're
Yeah.
just no. So Doug, he's a much smaller dragon. Like
Yeah.
he is meant to be maybe 2 feet tall,
Maybe like
or a foot tall.
a little like a foot taller than Zort because he's supposed to be
Yeah.
like a shoulder type of dragon.
Yeah, like he's not a big creature.
Yeah.
Now, let's see if I can. All right, give me 1 second. I have to look through my Google Photos to find the photo of me and him when I was a kid. But yeah, this is definitely creepy. I have to find young photos of me. Oh, it takes forever. I can do Figment.
And I usually like Figment without a shirt. I like him as is as a dragon versus
Yeah,
accessories.
I mean, he had outfits in the original ride. Like there was a space Figment. There was a like there was other versions of him. I'd have to post it in the community thing because I can't find it right now. I have like 30,000 pictures on my Google Photos, and it's going to take too long.
Yikes!
So, problem with the content creator. Figment's trying to compete with Barney. Walkabout Fievel Mouse is so small. Well, Fievel Mouse is small. I missed. They used to have a Fievel section in Universal.
Oh man, that would have been cool to see.
They had it way back when the SpongeBob and all that took over that area, but there was a Fievel Mouse like area back in like the 90s.
Okay.
So basically what we've gotten as announcements for here is everything for the parks at the end were all blue skies, which means they may never happen. That's the general gist of that. Like the Indiana Jones turnover, that's a blue sky. May never happen. The expansion behind Magic Kingdom may never happen. The only things that we know were things in the beginning. So the tavern, wait for them to make more money. They're going to change something that was a quick service into a table service or a lounge. Now the lounge is more insidious, and I'm going to tell you why. You can't get discounts. None of the bars or lounges on Disney property can you get any type of discount. So if they do that and start doing that inside of, because Magic Kingdom right now has no lounges, right? There's no lounge associated with a restaurant. So there's a lounge associated with Brown Derby. There's a lounge associated with Tiffin's and Animal Kingdom. Now, it's nice to have a little area you can go and grab a drink and all that, and it's less crowded normally. But if they make that a lounge or a bar, I'm going to be a little annoyed because, my 10% off. Just me speaking logically. Also, it's kind of odd that they don't give you discounts on alcohol. Like, that seems such a... Universal doesn't either, though. So I'll say that. Only SeaWorld gives you discounts on alcohol. Good for you guys. You accept alcoholics.
You accept me as who I am.
I will say the Country Bear thing doesn't offend me until I want to see the playlist. I want to see what songs they're going to do. Like, if they're sticking to bear songs, like, are they only going to do songs that involve bears? Like, is that the case? Like, is there enough bear songs in Disney? Like, or is it only songs sung by bears? In which case, we could get some from, like, Robin Hood, and stuff like that. Like, I don't know. Besides that, there was nothing for us over here. Like, California's getting their e-ticket attraction at some point in time. They haven't said much. There's no timetable. They didn't even like comment on when Princess and the Frog is gonna be done. There was nothing about like, oh hey, Splash Mountain or TBA. Wow, I just realized that. Tiana's Bayou Adventure. So it's literally their acronym's gonna be TBA, to be announced.
Oh my gosh.
They didn't think about that. Like, that's not a good acronym.
It's not a good acronym, but I really don't think they do like, I don't know, focus groups. Or maybe they do and they're just so out of touch with reality.
They should have just called it Tiana's Splash Mountain and kept the name Splash Mountain. Like, that name is iconic. Because guess what? You got rid of a mountain in the area. It had 3 mountains. You got rid of one. Like, that's not cool. Like, you Space Mountain, Big Thunder Mountain, Splash Mountain. That was the 3 mountains of... Yeah, the segment for the parks seemed very short to me too, or destinations and travel. It did seem a little bit lackluster. You also noticed there was one thing they talked about for Star Tours. There's a little bit later on, but Ahsoka is going to be coming to Star Tours. I don't know how that works. I guess there's going to be a planet we fly to. Which I do, whatever. It's Star Tours. I know when to go on to not see anything I don't want to see. Let's just say that there's times where you won't get sequels. You want prequels and original trilogy. I got the hookup. I know how to get those only. It's very important to know the right time to go. But I don't know. I'm mixed on Ahsoka anyway. Ray Stevenson is the only reason I'm watching, and his character's fascinating to me. So that's why I'm watching that show. Too bad his character can't continue.
I know.
Like,
who was I talking to? There was someone I was talking to, and the person made great sense. I think General Thrawn was trying to stop Vader.
Well, if you look at the comments, and then this is going off of, but D23 is all Disney, so we're fine, and there's a Millennium Falcon behind us. You get the comments he's made. He said, "I was trying to stop your master."
Yeah,
like Balin's was trying to stop Vader.
Yeah, he was.
So, like, he saw what was happening during the Purge, during Order 66. He's not working for Palpatine. He's not working for the Empire. Like, there's no sense of him working for the Empire at all. Like, and honestly, Thrawn didn't like calling on Vader. I don't think they had a good relationship. And in Rebels, like, once Thrawn showed up, Vader wasn't there anymore. So, I don't know. I agree the show is mid. I think the show is mid mainly because of writing for the female characters, because they're not written well. And they're all, like, Rosario Dawson is somehow worse compared to how she was in Mando as Ahsoka. Because in the other two, she had a warmth to her that was okay. Like, she was distant, but still a warm character.
Mm-hmm.
Now she seems stoic and, like, standoffish. I don't get it. Like, even in Book of Boba Fett, there was still a warmth to her. Like, she wasn't adversarial. So I don't know what's going on. There's something going on with how they're told her to act in this show that doesn't make sense.
I think they just told her, like, yeah, don't have a personality. Ahsoka doesn't have a personality, so just, cross your arms and just do that.
Yeah, but she had a personality when dealing with Din and Luke.
Yeah.
In Mando and Book of Boba Fett.
Yeah.
Like, there was like, okay, you know what it is? There was femininity to her. That's what it is. That's what the warmth is. She acted more like nurturing.
Yes.
And I think that's what they told her not to do.
Yeah.
Like, don't act like a woman. I think that's it. Because even Hera in the Rebels cartoon was like the den mother.
Mm-hmm.
Right? She was nurturing. She was caring. Hera in this show does not seem that way. So I think that's it. All right. And while in Disney canon book, Thrawn, which point I forgot, Thrawn knows Anakin's Vader. I wouldn't be surprised. Thrawn always seemed like he was the smartest man in the room. Sounds about right. Yeah. Like I said, I'm only watching because I love Ray Stevens as an actor. I'm watching this show because of that.
Yeah.
Like, he was always a good character actor. He was my favorite version of the Punisher. He always, like, never got that big breakout role, and I feel like this could have. He was, like, destined to be a Star Wars character after seeing him as Balin. Like, he should have, like.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't know.
Also, he was in RRR, and I was really surprised with that because I didn't expect that. And he was such a good bad guy in RRR.
He does do a good villain. He does, but I don't like. I can't see how you watch the show and see him as a villain.
Yeah,
I can't see how you can see him as a villain. Like everything he's doing is controlled. Everything he's doing is respectful. Like he's like, I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this. Like he is acting like a Jedi.
Yeah.
Like I don't know how else to say it. But that's. Thank you for joining me, Nomi. This was going to go about 2 hours at max. As my viewpoint, if there's anything else more, I might make some small videos doing deep dives on high-res photos that I just got sent. Yes, Balin and Shin is a better relationship than Ahsoka for Sabine. And also, I believe everything he says. Like, I believe him when he says, I will help you find Ezra. Like, I don't think that's any fake thing. I think everything he says, his word is true. Like, I don't think he's a Jedi. I don't care if his saber's orange. He is a Jedi.
Yeah.
He is not a Sith. He is a Jedi. The way he acts, the way he talks, the way he maneuvers, the way he waits. He never drew first. Every time he's waited, he got shot at. Okay, draw my saber out. I'm going to block people. Like, he is not someone who initiates violence. So it's a very interesting thing. I think I said this on the Royal Rumble show I was on yesterday. He is the perfect blend between Qui-Gon Jinn and Count Dooku. Because Count Dooku had a little bit more anger to him.
Yeah.
And I think that's what's going on right here. Or this is Qui-Gon Jinn if he lived a little bit longer and saw what was happening. Because Qui-Gon was a little bit in that gray area as a Jedi. But we're going to end things here. Nomi, do you have anything coming up?
I will be on Screaming Into the Void with Samuel the Infamous with our guests we're having Horror Amarada and Shiksidian.
Cool.
Monday, Game of Thrones stream with Ryan Legion Games 2076.
His name is so long.
I know. Because if I say Ryan, people are automatically going to assume Ryan Kinnell, and I don't do work with Ryan Kinnell. So it's like, Ryan Legion Games set 2076. But that's where I usually hang out with.
And even if you say Legion Ryan now, there's a Ryan on the Legion of Memers. So like it's really we got a new subscriber. Thank you for subscribing, Westfield 90. Welcome.
Yeah, there's just too many Ryans, but you can just follow me at Know Me Without You on Twitter and you'll know who I hang with. But
when is your next video dropping?
Monday. I made 2 videos already.
Ooh, 2 videos.
Yeah, so you'll see me on Monday. And I actually have a pattern and a schedule of what to do now. So you'll see more content from me.
Good.
Thank you.
I'm proud of you.
Thank you.
That was not to sound patronizing at all, please.
I actually got yelled at by someone who someone well known. So
I got
yeah. So I was just like, okay, cool. I'll kick my butt into it.
All right. Chat, I might go live early tomorrow morning to go see Figment if I'm feeling better finally. I'm doing a lot better. I almost threw up after seeing it the first time after like all the medication stuff for that spider bite. Like, and I'm sad I'm not Spider-Man yet. Like I thought it would happen.
Dang it.
But thank you all for being here. This was a random middle of the day Saturday. Remember, I'm gonna be on a Hypnotic channel, and you're gonna hear me say things that I would never say here. So it'd be similar like when I'm on Mario Kart or Fortnite stream. I don't have to be on brand. Not that I'm saying I just like to be family friendly with a little bit of innuendo here. Bye, y'all. Have a wonderful rest of your Saturdays, and we are out.